We live on location. We don't know where Quentin Richardson is, but we'll find him in a minute. Welcome back to the Knuckleheads Tap In. You know, we got there we go. Do your job, Q.
Hey, chill out, bro. Chill out, bro. Yo. We back. First live tap in of 2025, man. And listen, there's so much going on. We had to bring our young brother, Big Young Jamal, in the house. We had to get some help over here with us, man, because it's a lot to talk about this here Wednesday. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Chilling.
Oh, we good. We was just waiting for you to make the entrance like Usher. We was gonna see some skates ride up in here, Q.
Hey man, the show don't start till I get here, so I want
to
right. Grand
right.
So
right.
Before we get to all of the drama, because I know D Miles over there rubbing his hand. He like this type of stuff that we about to talk about.
He love this. This is up his alley.
We gonna kick it off like we always do with the bust your ass segment. So D, you go first. Who was somebody out there? I'm gonna go first, D, because I had D Book. So that's definitely me. D Book is my candidate for busting your ass of the week because he gave out 34 against Portland, but never mind that. The man became the Phoenix Suns all-time franchise leading scorer, bro. That's a whole lot of buckets, bro. That's a whole lot of greatness through that organization for him to, still be going in the middle of his journey and already passing it up. What y'all think of that?
Man, I think it's dope for D Book, man. You know what I'm saying? Good light at the end of the tunnel. They've been having the up-down year. Seem like things are turning around a little bit, but man, he got busy there. But congratulations to him and his family, man. To be the all-time leading scorer for a franchise is definitely a big deal.
It's so dope, y'all, because I had the honor of being his teammate for 1 year. And every day after practice, we would play one-on-one. And he won majority of the times. But the couple times I did win, he was so upset. And he used to always ask me what the playoffs was like and what winning was like and playing in those meaningful games. So when he got to the playoffs, going to the finals, full circle, seeing him be the Suns' all-time leading scorer, so deserved. He works on his game, always trying to get better. And he's going to keep adding to it.
I believe that, too. Who you got, Deep?
Well, I got that big Bam, man. 30, 12, and 9.
Yeah.
With a game winner, too.
I'm about to say he hit the game winner.
With a game winner. With everything's going on, man, that's a big game to be going against Big Wemby at center. Being a smaller center, I ain't saying small, but a smaller center. 30, 12, and 9, man, he did his thing. He didn't pull off the triple-double, but he was damn near close. And the next day, he had the opportunity to watch a legend get her jersey retired. So that was a good 2 days for him to get his thing. Shout out to Ashley.
Shout out to Bam. I'm going to go with, you see that Knicks number 11 on my left shoulder? I'm going to go with a number 11 with the Knicks right now in Jalen Brunson. He had 42 and 10. And the way he plays is so masterful, y'all, because y'all was both better athletes than I was, but he's so crafty. He's always getting to his spots in the game, especially at that point guard position where it's always about speed and agility and just being athletic. He does it in a different way, and he's still getting it done. So I'm going to go with that 42 points that Jalen Brunson had with the Knicks, and he got that win.
I'm not mad at that. And so with that being said, we got all that out the way. Let's go ahead and get to this trade drama. The deadline is tomorrow. And Lord have mercy, we all know how it is to be sitting there at the trade deadline. Some people didn't change travel plans for their teams and pushed it back to make sure there's no uncomfortable flights. And some people is not going to have practices and things. So is this Luka Doncic Anthony Davis trade. Is this the biggest? Is this the most shocking trade in NBA history, fellas?
Mm. When Black just say, you know it's serious. You know it's serious. Black, I'm gonna give you a second. I'm gonna take this one first. I said Anthony Davis. If LeBron was still the Lakers' best player, and I said this last year, and it's on record, if LeBron was, go to my stories, if LeBron was still the Lakers' best player, I would trade to AD to get 3 or 4 pieces to fit LeBron. Maybe getting a dominant wing score. I even used Kyrie Irving. I didn't know it was gonna be Luka. Who knew that? Yeah. So I said that then. People thought I was crazy online on social. Now you fast forward and it's Luka. I've never seen someone 25 years old accomplish this much and get traded. What's the old thing we always say? Are you better than your problems? Hey. Right? So I'm thinking, okay, if he's whatever, was going on behind the scenes, if there was nothing going on behind the scenes, you don't trade Luka Doncic. And then it was only one phone call. Like, no disrespect, but the whole league would have. Man, you could have got almost anything for Luka. Luka's one of the best players in the world.
I think that's.
So I was shocked.
I think that spoke to more to like Nico honed in. He wanted AD, and I think that's why we all sitting here today so shocked, because this is probably the first time where like LeBron didn't know. I believe he didn't know until the last minute, because I don't think AD knew. I don't think anybody knew but Nico and Rob. And they spoke about the relationship that they developed over the years, traveling and working with Kobe while Rob was with the Lakers and Nico was with Nike and doing all of those things. So this is probably the first time, and obviously LeBron is okay with it because it's Luka. You know what I'm saying?
It's Luka.
But if it would have been anything else, he might have raised some hell about this. But I think this is truly probably the only time in his career where he didn't know until that 25th hour, right when obviously when Rich starts to find out, and AD, obviously LeBron's going to be notified then. But I don't think any of them knew until they came to the deal and got it situated. That's what makes this so crazy.
I think it benefits Dallas in the short term, Lakers in the long term. Black, what you think?
Yeah, I think to trade Luka, it's only a few people that you can trade him for, even though he's 25 years
that's a fact.
old. And we just got to appreciate, I think we forgetting about how good AD is sometimes when we speaking on it, but AD is one of the guys that you can trade Luka for. So I think it worked out for both sides. I think both sides are happy. Both sides are optimistic of the future, and we're going to see how it plays out.
So let's look at what the Lakers' new starting lineup will look like right now. Can we get the graphic right before tomorrow? Because all day today and tomorrow they working the phones trying to get something done. But right now at the current moment, this is what's going on. You got Luka, Austin Reeves, LeBron, Rui, and Jackson Hayes. What y'all think? That's not enough, right?
That's not enough, but I've been hard on the Lakers all season because I've been wanting them to get somebody in there to help AD and LeBron. I didn't think they were gonna get rid of AD, but they are in the 5th seed. They've been kicking ass these last 10, 12 games. So you got to tip your hat off and respect that, man. JJ Redick has been doing a great job.
You feel me?
They've been coming to play. So they in the 5th seed, and getting Luka in the 5th seed, and if they can make another move, which I feel like they need to make another move, because I think everybody is just so caught up in a trade that they it's just the future. Man, the Lakers can make another move if they want to, and then they can get real tricky and they can be ready for the now.
Yeah, I just think with Luka, with LeBron, neither one have never had to play without the ball. Not for real. Like in the Olympics, small sample sizes for both of them. Yeah. But you got to have more shooting around them. You're going to have to really stagger their minutes. They'll start the game together, and obviously one will come out, one will stay on the court. Then when the other one comes back at the beginning of the second quarter, the other one goes to the bench. You're going to have to stagger their minutes that way. I think to really take advantage of those two, putting those two in action, I think LeBron setting the pick for Luka, because that way when you throw it to LeBron, he gets downhill and he becomes the point guard in that 4-on-3 situation when Luka gets the trap. There's going to be different things for sure. It's going to be an experiment. But what we do know is Luka has LeBron's respect, right? Like you said, he would have waived that no trade clause. And for the Lakers, you're like, you know what? We have a global superstar for the next 10 years
They
whenever.
pull it off again, like they always do. They
there
pull
you
it
go.
off
That's the
again. And that's why I truly think the Lakers are looking at it like, hey, even if we kept AD and we added this, it still wasn't like we was some favorite to win it all. So like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not mad if like whatever happens this year, like if we can't pull the pieces together, we go as far as we can with this. But knowing that we got a generational talent for the foreseeable future, one of the top 3 or 4, if not, you know, arguably he could be the best in some people's opinions. You know what I'm saying? But he's definitely in that top 5 because he's been all NBA first team for 5 straight years. So you got to give him that much respect. And they got him locked in if he signed a contract.
And fellas, you know what else is crazy? And something I haven't heard anybody say, it just hit me. This could give LeBron more energy. You know what? I was only going to play another couple years. I may extend that another couple after that because I got a young superstar with me, a dog, somebody I respect, gives me more energy. It's going to keep me sharp. It's almost like going through the process again. I'm going to show him some things he doesn't know just through experience and things I've conquered. You know, being a champion, one of the best players ever. It could give LeBron another range of fuel.
It's just interesting to see a team that LeBron James on that the main goal ain't LeBron James right now. Like
he's
it's
40.
It's been 22, 23
Yeah, we ain't
years.
never seen that.
That's what I'm saying. He's 40.
So it's interesting to see how far this go.
And the other part of what you just said, Mar, like, could he now be? Could they look at Luka and can Luka carry the way they've been? You know, AD has started to do it, but I don't think it was as consistent as they wanted it to be. But like now, Luka can be the, you know what I'm saying, the one to pull the wagon more so than LeBron, and LBJ can kind of ease up and ride that coattail. That's when you say more longevity. Like he don't have to go as crazy if Luka gonna do what he's traditionally done.
Because think about it, fellas. He's been kind of. I was waiting, right? There was a point where, you know, LeBron was like, I want to pass it to AD to kind of take the reins. I want him to take over. And then he publicly came out like, no, this is AD's team. We kind of, so he's mentally okay with passing it. But if I'm going to pass it to you, you got to take the baton and run with it. You can't take the baton and stumble or, you know what I'm saying? So now this could give LeBron a whole nother thing. Like, man, I could do this another 5 years without tearing my body as much, with having more fun, where I'm not the main focus every time I'm on the court.
Yeah, I believe he was saying that, and you know, it sounded good, but from what it looked like, it still looked like it was LeBron's team.
Exactly.
Like that was the visual of it.
That
like
was what you
with
saw.
Luka coming over there, I think it's etched in stone. It never was really etched in stone, no matter what LeBron said, that it was AD's the best player on the team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But now everybody like, nah, it's this 25-year-old guy, not the 40-year-old guy.
Dude. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's a different kind of perspective of it.
So let's talk about the Mavs side of it. Put the Mavs new starting 5 graphic up, please. This ain't half bad, fellas. This ain't half bad right here.
I look like it fit now. That look good.
Ain't half bad, young. Hey, listen, and then you still think about it. Lively somewhere in that mix, and you know they got some
PJ Washington, PJ Woody. You know what I'm saying?
They like what do we think about this? But the only bad part is that they had tumbled so far down in the rankings that they're 11th in the West right now because they had the injuries and guys hadn't been available. They were tumbling. So what we think with this right here? How are they looking?
I'm excited for them. I think they got a solid team that can prepare for any team that they play for. They got PJ Washington come off the bench so they can put AD at the 5 and go small. They can stay big when they playing Joker. They can throw bodies at Joker. They got Lively, Anthony Davis, and Gafford. I think they're equipped to play a lot of teams, man. I'm excited for what they're doing. They just added Caleb Martin to the roster.
Yeah, that was a big move too.
I was excited for Grimes because Grimes was playing so good with Luka being out, but you know, I understand what it is. But Caleb Martin is another solid player. I think he done got taught how to be a professional coming from the Heat, so he played defense and he's good on offense. He don't need the ball in his hand. Max Christie, I think he played well last game. I mean, his first game as a Mav. I think they're going to be interesting to watch, man. And I think this is a team where AD can really be the man, the number one option with weapons around him. Like it's not the situation with the Lakers, we really finna see AD kind of finish out his legacy in a top dog way.
The crazy part for me, as I look at this graphic, the thing that jumps out at me first, their three most established players, Kyrie, Clay, Anthony Davis, were all counted out in some way, shape, or form. And Dallas said, we believe in you. Kyrie was up. That contract he got, Dallas the only one that offered him that contract this summer. Klay Thompson, same thing. Golden State didn't work with you. We believe in you, Klay. Come on over here and do what you do. AD, we just traded Luka for you, baby. We believe. This is your team. So now you got three dudes, the three most established players who are playing with their own pride, but they got something else in their stomach now. Like, nah, y'all, they believe in us in a whole different way. So you want to run through the wall for an organization like that. And now Kyrie's back to the point.
Hey, I was about to say that's the other thing we sleeping on. That boy got the ball. He back the bus driver now. Like he's
back. He's back to the point. Think about this, y'all. He's back at the point where he's already mentally took that step back that you were saying to let Luka do his thing. So AD, you the dude. I got you. Don't worry about it. Here you go. Klay, I'm gonna get you open shots. Don't even. He's back at the point with peace. He's back with peace. And AD, even though LeBron tried to pass it to him, he didn't have the shadow. He doesn't have that shadow in Dallas that he had with LeBron. Even though that's still LeBron James. Exactly. That's still LeBron. Well, you know what I'm saying? This is a different situation. Now, you the dude. So Dallas is going to be interesting now and in the future. They got a whip set up, and I'm sure they're not done either.
Exactly. He waived the $6 million trade kicker so they could try and do something before this deadline. So they're definitely not trying to be done. We shall see if they are or not.
Yeah, that's one of the big things. They got assets to go and get another guy, and I've been hearing a little bit of KD out there, man. So
don't give Dallas
KD on everybody hit list right now. Everybody trying to get KD. They just his name getting slung around with everybody. The Warriors, I didn't saw Houston. I didn't saw listen. Everybody can't get KD.
No, everybody.
He ends up in Dallas.
But man, they got some nice assets that they can get rid of to get in position to, like I say, get another star. It might not be KD. Jimmy Butler will look good over there. You know what I'm saying? You move Klay to the 2, have Jimmy at the 3. Like it's a lot of stuff
you can do that.
They can work out because they got a solid team. They got a bunch of solid players that they can figure something out, man. Shout out to Nico, man. It took a lot of balls to make a decision like that that he made. And
that's real.
You know.
What we think about the De'Aaron Fox trade? Getting him to the Spurs with Wemby. Wemby got his, presumably his point guard of the future, and De'Aaron Fox get a little bit of that CP3 tutelage. JC, what we think about that deal? Zach LaVine going to Sacramento. What y'all think?
For me, it's crazy because I think CP has brought a grit to knowing how to win and learning how to win to this young Spurs team. But obviously he's not going to play forever. De'Aaron Fox is an all-star. He's clutch. He's going to fit Wemby perfectly because he knows Wemby's a dude. I'm here to make it easy for you. I'm really a point guard. Like I'll score, but I'm really a point guard. Then you got young Cass over there who I love. You got Vassell. You got young pieces. I love what the Spurs are doing.
That's why I couldn't believe none of them came up off of that. Not a Vassell, not a Castle, not a Johnson, I was like, how they pull this off?
Hey, the Spurs, R.C. Buford, tip your hat to R.C. Buford.
Hey, Brian Wright. B. Wright. You know, that's my people.
Absolutely.
There.
That's the guy right there. He told me that when I was there. But like all those guys, man, I've always said for the 20 years I played, there was teams that won, but the Spurs were always the gold standard to how to do it right, how to do things the right way. So they got the best brains over there. They're making it happen. And Wemby's a once-in-a-lifetime talent. So you're putting pieces around him that fit. But Chris Paul was instrumental in setting the tone in so many different ways on and off the court. But now getting a young De'Aaron Fox in there in his prime to go with this crew, like, oh, man, they're going to be – and they're all around the same age. Fox is obviously a little bit older.
D. Fox about to be more famous than he ever been. He didn't got
ever been worldwide.
That upper North Cali, and now he about to be next to the alien who's going to be on TV all the time.
All the time. Then you got Harrison Barnes, who's a pro, who's not going to get in the way, who's going to help their growth. It's the perfect mix right now to grow.
I think they definitely is gonna be a dope team. They definitely finna move up in the rankings. They got 3 of the best pick and roll guys in this pick and roll era that's in the league with CP, with Darren Fox, and Wemby for the pick and roll. I think CP gonna really excel playing against the second string now. You know what I'm saying? Coming in and kind of running that second unit. I think the Spurs, man, they got a big upside.
Thinking about the other rumored trade, like the Warriors are out there trying to get another All-Star and going looking to get KD or Jimmy. What do we think about Jimmy Butler, the way he's handled his process? Like, because my opinion, we all know everybody gonna do things how they want to do it, and we'll see how everything net out. But I feel like he probably could have got this done if they did it behind closed doors. He might be gone already. Do y'all feel that way? Or do you feel like he got this loud because he tried to go behind closed doors and they wasn't going for it?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both. You know,
We know Riley a gangster over there.
Jimmy stubborn, Riley stubborn. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a little bit of both, but I think Jimmy is I think he's being so stubborn because this is his last hurrah. I don't think Jimmy want to be like LeBron and play to his 40. I think Jimmy want to get him a 3-year deal, want to, you know, give these last 3 years, these hard years, and just work it all the way out. I think he knows where he want to go. He's standing on it, and you know, another man's trash can be another organization's gold. So, like if they don't pay him, somebody else will. It's always been like that. You know, I know it's looking bad and it's looking horrible. We seen some of the best guys get treated bad in this league after a while, after people felt that they didn't have no more. You know, a la Carmelo Anthony or Allen Iverson or so forth on like that. But it don't work out like that for everybody. I think Jimmy is in a position where he can stand his ground a little bit more. I hate it looks so bad, but it is what it is. Like I think Golden State offered him.
Yeah, he turned them away. They ain't where he want to go.
He didn't want to go there. And they offered him the extension and he didn't want to go there. So, like I say, it's other teams out there that's willing to put up with the bullshit, if you want to say it's bullshit, to get to where he at. So we're gonna see.
I think it was a second option that you said, Q. I think he tried to do it quietly after he wanted an extension. Jimmy, like, hold up, y'all. In a 4-year span, I took y'all to 2 finals.
Right.
And y'all ain't really bring no. I mean, you brought some help, but you didn't bring the help I thought I needed to win a championship. And I got you there, and I can't get an extension. Oh, it's up. It's up now. Like, I'm gonna tell you quietly, but now I got to get loud, and now I got to go this route. And I think that's what's happening. And so, like you said, D Miles, it's his last big contract because he don't want to play forever. He want to go do what he do. Jimmy's a worldly dude. He want to get out in the world. He want to do stuff all over the world, right?
Yeah, play dominoes, you know.
Play dominoes, pop up like Dre 3000 with his flute. He just want to go to Paris and play some dominoes. That's Jimmy, right? So Jimmy want to live like that. Jimmy got soul. So with that, I think he is like, nah, I'm gonna get loud. It's gonna be a pissing contest. I'll just stand here. I'm cool. I've already mentally said I'm gonna stand here until you want to make a move, because eventually it's gonna be his last year of his contract, and you're gonna lose me for nothing. I know you don't want to do that. So now it's a pissing contest until, you know, he's moved. And I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying none of it's right, but it is what it is until this thing is finished. It's gonna be a distraction for the other players that are there until it's
exactly. Yeah. Steadily getting asked about and stuff. Today, the Bucks traded Chris Middleton to Washington for Kyle Kuzma. What do we think about that deal?
I wouldn't have made that deal. That wouldn't.
Why not?
I rather kept Chris Middleton. You know, I rather kept his veteran. I rather kept
championship experience.
His championship experience. Nothing against Kyle Kuzma. I just would have kept. I felt that they could have got more from somewhere else for Chris Middleton. You know what I'm saying? Nothing, like I say, no disrespect to Kyle Kuzma. I think Kyle Kuzma is a good player. You know, I think he should have been in Dallas last year when they asked to get him, and he tried to stay in a situation that wasn't never gonna win nothing in the first place. But if I was the Bucks, I wouldn't have made that move. But hey, you know, Kuzma has won a championship. He has been on a veteran team that went all the way to a finals and won something. So, hopefully that work out for them. But just me personally, I felt like somewhere else, I felt I could have got something better.
What do you think,
Yeah,
Mom?
I think obviously the Bucks were searching for a consistent third option. Middleton was the
Yeah,
perfect fit.
yeah.
Middleton even had the perfect demeanor to go with Dame and Giannis. Oh, you guys
Mm-hmm.
got it. I'll take over when needed. Kuz is like, nah, I'm going. So and he just said that. He's like, hey, y'all, I'm just letting y'all know I'm tired of chilling over here. So I'm about to go. And they was like, oh, we better make a move because we can't have him doing that. But I think the Bucks brought him in to win 4 games. And what I mean by that is the Bucks are trying to win a championship. They're saying, Kuz, if you could be Kuz just one game around, these other 2 dudes are going to take care of the other 3 games, and the coaching and all that will take care of 3 games. If you can win me 1 game per round, it was worth it because that's in the champions, right? So
Yeah,
they want him to go full Kuz mode 1 game around if he can do it to help them win. But third option, obviously he knows Giannis and Dame are the dudes, but there's going to be times where he's rolling too. So that's going to be an interesting dynamic. But he can definitely put the rock in the hole. Like, we know he knows how to score the basketball and confidently.
For
yeah.
sure, for sure. Hey, before we get back to everything, man, Maul got a busy day. He big time. He the lead anchor on the new show on
Here you
NBA
go.
on
I
NBC.
can't be doing no TV
So,
without
so,
you. Don't do me
so we
like
gonna
that.
so we
Don't do
gonna
me
let
like
Maul.
that.
Maul got a lot going on. He blessed us today. He family. He like cutting P. He come over get a plate and all that. He go
Oh,
in the
I am
refrigerator.
cousin Pete.
Yeah, he
Hey, when
cutting
they
P.
come across the airwaves, I'm already. You might as well book me. It's
Yeah,
done.
you
That's
know what I'm
done. That's a done
saying?
deal.
He like bro man from the 5th floor. You never know when he might just pop in on us on the show. But right now he gonna slide out because he got some other stuff he gotta do. He big time coach. He got he wear a lot of hats. He do a lot of things. But we appreciate my dog
Appreciate you,
always
bro.
showing love to us,
Always
pulling up
family,
whenever we holler, and that's what it is. Young Maul
family.
Crawford, everybody.
Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir, bro. Now let's get back to it. Black man, we gotta look at these West standings right now. After all of this movement, and we still might have something happening right now that we don't even know about. You got them Thunder still running the show out west. And Grizzlies then took over number 2 from the Houston Rockets, bro. Last time we checked, it was the 2 and the 3 was swapped. Now they didn't
Yeah,
switch it out. They got that
yeah.
GG
Rockets have
Jackson
one
back too,
go.
boy. GG Jackson came back the other night, had like 27. They got Ja back out there, and Triple J been having 30s all over the place.
Yeah,
Rockets at 3. You got Nuggets at 4. Lakers at 5, bro. They got the same amount of losses as the Nuggets too. That's close to
mm-hmm.
being a first round, you know what I'm saying, home court advantage. Our Clips at 6. T-Wolves still simmering down there at 7. Sacramento at 8. And look at the Warriors and the Suns, bro. Play in bound. That don't look
Yeah,
good.
yeah. They fighting, and this it's not on the screen, but you got Dallas at 11. You got San Antonio at 12. Them are 2 of the teams that just made big time trades to get in this playoff hunt. So man, they 12 strong over there, and it's gonna be interesting. Uh, it looked good over there, man. The Grizzlies look very good. Houston just gave up a barn burner to the Nets the other night. That I don't can believe how they gave that game up. D'Lo hit the big time 3 at the end. Uh, it's gonna get interesting in this second half, man. I'm talking about after All-Star break, man. It's gonna be on.
Nah, it is. It's definitely about to be serious. And after All-Star break is not like how it used to be where we had like it's a small portion of games after All-Star now. So it's gonna be
Yeah,
fast and furious. Let's get to the Eastern Conference standings though. There go them Cleveland Cavs. They sent 3 to the All-Star game too, boy. 40 and
yeah,
10. Them boys out there hooping. Celtics still holding it down, doing what they do. Shout out Jay Tatum out there being a straight killer.
yes, sir.
Knicks at 3. Pacers at 4. Bucks at 5. Them Pistons, bro. Gotta salute the Pistons at 6. 25 and
Cade,
25. Them boys,
motorcade.
yeah,
You
Cade out
know
there
what I'm
doing what he doing. The Heat. My Magic the
saying?
wheels that
500.
came off, bro. We under 500. I'm sitting here
Yeah,
like, damn. Well, we got to get back in sync now. Everybody getting back except Mo, but like we got a injury bug killed us. Then shout out Trey Young, man. They still playing my boy. You saw how he did them people, man. Shooting threes, stepping over him for the game. Like, how he ain't no all-star, Black. I don't like that. I don't like that. He deserved to be an all-star.
Yeah, him and I'll say Melo, man. That was crazy. I ain't see them two.
Bro, you
Make the
realize
All-Star
Melo is
game.
the first player in the history to be voted as a starter by the fans and not make the game at all? Like, not even as a
Yeah.
reserve. Didn't make the game at all. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I think Trae Young is the first player to lead the league in assists and not make the All-Star team.
So who your snub? Who the biggest snub in your opinion?
I
Is it
think
them two?
in the East is Melo and Trae Young. Uh, in the West, man,
In
man,
the
it's some guys in the West.
hold up. Show us the West graphic, please. The West graphic of reserves. There you have it.
Yeah,
I
I just
almost
couldn't
won
believe.
right here. I didn't have Triple J, but I had Al Perrine when y'all had Jalen Williams.
Yeah, I just can't believe that they picked 5 big men.
But this is my thing. This is my bigger argument right here, Black. Because if you look at this right here, I don't want to take nobody off. I
No,
feel like
everybody's
everyone.
well
So
deserved.
this is what I'm
Everybody's well
saying. Like,
deserved.
why would we not make the All-Star game 15-man rosters on each team, and then it's just East versus West, classic, go at it? Why wouldn't it be 15? Why does it got to be a snub every time? If we doing so many adjustments, you know, it's always like, all right, like it's gonna always be some old heads that don't really want to play, don't really care to play. They start the game, you know what I'm saying? Like how Tim Duncan used to do. Tim Duncan to start the game, then don't play no more type stuff. Like everybody, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Tyler Hero deserved to be a all-star, but Trae Young don't. You know what I'm saying? Cade Cunningham deserved to be an all-star, but LaMelo didn't. Like, come on, man. It should be 15 man rosters, and that'll make it a lot easier for the other 3 guys to get in, and it'll be fine.
Yeah, it definitely will.
It's gonna be snubs. The league is too good. Guys are having, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's too many guys. You should do it for that. The league has gotten a lot, like individually, dudes are a lot better, man. That's leaving people off. That's crazy.
It's it's hard to do it. It's hard to pick somebody over popularity that just because they popular, they get voted to the All-Star game when other guys are having a better year than them.
But this is I understand what you're saying, right? But the NBA, we trying to generate views and eyes on the game and viewership and run the numbers up, right? So how are we helping ourselves if we don't put the man who the fans voted the most? The man,
If he's not deserving of it,
he is deserving of it. LaMelo Ball is absolutely deserving to be an all-star.
That's not the situation I'm talking about.
He led the fan. This is what I'm saying. The fans are who we want to watch, right? Yeah. The fans voted this kid to be he got voted more than any other guard.
He's the number 1 vote in the
right.
East.
So those are people we want to watch the game. So we return that, and then they say, well, forget what y'all think, he ain't going. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this, because that's a situation over in the East. The situation over in the West is this is not Steph Curry's best year. Steph Curry is averaging like 22 points. This is not his best year. It's other guards that's in the West that's having better year than him.
But you want me to tell you the
Curry
difference?
Is starting for the West.
You want to know why? You want to know why?
I know why.
Because I'm saying the difference between why he got it and why LaMelo didn't is because, okay, he got the same thing. He got the fan vote. Steph did, but not only did he get that, the players and the coaches voted for him too. You see what I'm saying? That could be right or wrong, but I'm just saying, like, that's the difference. Like, they told about, like, the fans said yes, and the players and the coaches said no to LaMelo. And the opposite happened over there for Steph.
For the West. Yeah. No, I'm just saying that's the misconstrued. What is the criteria? Like, what do you supposed to do to make it? Like, it's starting to get to the point.
Like Maxey averaging damn near 30. He going nuts too. He going bonkers.
like you don't know the criteria. You know what I'm saying? If you're not one of the most popular guys in the NBA,
But
what
see,
is the
they saying
criteria?
that well, this is what I heard, and I don't really agree with it though, because like they said, uh, LaMelo's team is trash. You know what I'm saying? They record
But
is
Trey
trash.
Young, if I'm not mistaken, Trey Young averaged 30 one year, and they was like 13th, 14th in the East, and he made the All-Star game.
Hey, it changes from time to time, bro. I can't
That's what I'm
explain it.
saying. It's not no set criteria. Like it's not no set criteria for Hall of Fame. Like a lot of these awards, it's not no set criteria of what it takes or what you got to do to win these awards or to get this gold jacket. You know?
Yeah, nah, it's listen, and this is the thing this is the thing that I feel bad for, because when you look at it, a guy like Trey Young, right? This is all about, at the end of the day, when you get through playing, you sit back and you look at what everything you've done, what you accumulated. Bro done been robbed out of like 3-4 All-Stars, bro. That's a lot of
Well,
status right there.
and I didn't want to bring Steph Curry because I'm a big fan of Steph Curry, but I ain't trying to bash Steph Curry, but like, like,
I just look at a guy like Trey Young and I feel bad that he ain't got as many All-Star games as I felt like he should. And it's cold. Like he
yeah,
said, it ain't even getting snubbed no more. He call it getting trade.
yeah.
That's how many times he feel this is happening to him.
Like
And I agree.
Sabonis, another guy. It's another guy that's in the league who lead the league in rebounds that don't make the All-Star team. Last person who did that was Dennis Rodman, and I guess we understood why he didn't make the All-Star team. But like, come on, man.
We could go on all day about these snubs, but man, give them 15-man rosters and some of this to be solved, man. Let's get to the fan questions, man. See what they got before we get up out of here. Talk to these fans real quick. I got one I want to go to first. It's my partner in them, I think. My partner in them to be spitting fire. NBA Talk 215. He say, what's your thoughts on the state of the game? I hear many folks saying the game is on a decline. What do you think, Black?
Uh, game. I don't think the game is. I wouldn't say a decline because we always gonna love basketball. It's just it's in a funny state now. I think it's just like it's caught in the middle of something that we trying to get it out this snag to get it back rolling the proper way that it should be rolling. But I wouldn't say it's on a decline because it's still NBA basketball. It's still the best group of guys in the world. It's still the best sport in the world to me. So I don't think it's on a decline.
I definitely don't think it's on a decline. I think it's just a different era, man. You know, this generation is a little bit different than the classic or our generation or the generation before. It's like guys could do a lot of different things now. You know what I'm saying? Like guys got other interests, and I think the social media aspect of it all, it kind of changes the fans you know what I'm saying, they perspective of the athlete, because before you didn't get to know that much about us. You couldn't feel certain ways about us and think certain things about us because you weren't privy to certain
Or you
information
couldn't
about
even
us.
see us
That's
as
what I'm saying.
much.
Like we weren't certain things wasn't available to you.
Yeah.
Now it could be like whoever, the toughest dude in the world, you could see him on a court or on the field and he's doing, doing tough stuff, and then you see him on Instagram or you see him on social media, you like, hold on, bro. Like, oh man, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I think that's what's the difference, that they see the players in the different light. Then they think certain thoughts about them, like certain, you know what I'm saying? We do the same thing as fans. We see things, like, what the hell was that? Whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? So I think as far as the game, like the players are they more skilled than we've ever been. Is more of them, like as far as like an abundance of players and not just like 10, 12, 20 guys. It's like a whole lot of dudes that got game. That's why we talking about snubs and all-star snubs and guys that deserve it. But I think that's just a general, you know what I'm saying? After everything get calibrated to that and everybody get back in sync, I think, like you say, everything will be straight. But I don't think the game on the decline, man. I've been a fan of every iteration of the game, from before I played to when I played to watch it now after I'm not playing no more. So I can't say that.
Yeah.
Okay, we got BD. Out of all the trades so far, who's overpaid the most and gotten back the least amount? Bulls the biggest losers in his opinion.
I have to agree with that. Bulls didn't get nothing. They lost Caruso. They lost Rose. They lost Levine.
They had a fire sale, bro. They lost. They
Yeah,
wanted to do because they wanted to clean the decks.
shit, I
I'm
understand.
waiting on
Like,
Kobe White and Vooch now. Like they the
at,
last
at,
couple.
at least pinch the bitch. Like, get something out of something. Like, damn. Like,
Hey,
yeah,
listen.
I agree with you, bro.
Yeah, I can't. I think they definitely have gotten the leads back out of everything. But I feel that's their angle. I think they're trying to clear the decks and go ahead and hit the reset button. So we'll see how this goes for them. Anthony, what's your opinion about there maybe being 10-minute quarters? Oh no, we don't want the game shortened, man. Leave our
No,
game classic like it is. We ain't got to do all of this stuff.
no.
I don't like it.
Like, like, like,
Pineapples. I don't like it.
you know, when we first got to the league, everybody used to have to guard their man. It was a rule called illegal defense. If you're not guarding your man, they'll call that illegal defense. To me, that was separated college from pros. You know what I'm saying? When you got to the pro, you have to guard somebody, and then they start letting you zone up a little bit in the pros. This is like the last straw.
You're like, don't change the time, man.
Like,
What y'all
God
doing?
damn,
Like,
we can't
like,
change
damn
the
it.
minutes now. Like, yeah, in Olympics, in college, and in high school, they play them minutes. But nah, we got to keep 48 minutes. Like, come on, we got to keep 48 minutes.
Man, listen, we can't goddamn bootleg everything, man. Dang. Next caller. Okay, Montard, we got a regular. He say start bench trade, perimeter defenders edition, strictly defense. You ain't got nothing to do with this, D-Miles. You only protected at the rim.
Come on,
This
man.
is
You
this is
know he
this
only
is
talking to
perimeter
me.
defenders.
He
You
only
don't got
talking to
nothing
me.
to do with this. Strictly
Come
defense,
on now. He
not
only
rim
talking to me.
protection. You already
Man, I
heard.
scored on the perimeter.
So Josh
on the
Howard
post,
already
everything.
let you know what it was. You was viewed. He
Man,
told you those scouting report. You a rim protector. I'm a
Josh,
defender.
you
Let me
lucky
do
I
this
love you,
segment.
Josh. I
Let
ain't
me
gonna even
talk.
tell you. I ain't
You know what
gonna
I'm
even say
saying?
what
Like,
I
don't
wanted
do
to
that.
say.
He already said it's on wax
Nah,
already.
man.
You was right there. I was right there. It's on wax, man. Like,
Nah,
Joe,
man.
okay, back to
The
the
tape
question.
show the proof, man.
Joe Montar say, start bench trade, perimeter defenders edition, strictly defense. Avery Bradley, Drew Holiday, Tony Allen. Where you going, Black?
I would start Tony.
TA.
I would bench Drew.
Okay.
And I would trade Bradley.
I gotta go to follow that cab. I'm doing the same damn thing, same damn time. TA, first team all defense, Chi-Town. Chi-Town. TA, yeah. Next caller. Can OKC be a dark horse for KD? Hey,
I feel
man.
OKC has the assets to throw a lot of stuff over there to them that they would love to have for KD.
Wait a minute. Come on, dog. Wait a minute. I hadn't
OKC
heard.
is 10 deep. They 10, 11 deep. Like,
Forget
no,
how
no
deep.
question.
Not only are they deep with like real players they could trade, they got a million picks to throw too. If they
Exactly.
want to. So they got
they got
weaponry to
it.
throw at it. But I'm just like,
Yeah.
I hadn't really even considered that. That would be, man, SGA and KD and possibly Jalen and Chet and
I don't want that though. I don't want to see that. I love what Shea doing so much. I want Shea to continue
just stay over there doing his own thing. None
just
of
stay
that
over there
shit.
doing his 30-piece.
I kind of rock with that. I kind of rock with that too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nothing against.
And they whole little band though. I like they whole little clique though. I do. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I do. Because
not saying KD
in there, you're gonna have to rip the fabric of what's going on apart.
You gotta respect his gangsters, you know.
Yeah, so yeah. I like that though. That's a crazy scenario in light of all this Luka shit just coming flim flam out of the air. Like that would be a crazy one. Next caller. Cowboy, do players have people that assist them when they get traded to a new team in terms of moving, getting kids in school, etc.? Yes and no. Like right now at this point,
yeah, it's called a wife. An old lady, girlfriend, significant other. That's what they call.
Yeah, but most times, like y'all gotta understand, like this is why I say y'all like fans be thinking it's just sweet. Like, bro, for AD, right? He just got traded. Him and Luka, like AD, I think Luka's kids may not be at school age, but AD's kids, I think, are in school. His wife ain't coming and stuff like they'll probably come, but they not like moving right away. They like AD will probably be renting a spot or in a hotel for the foreseeable time, and his
Yeah,
kids gonna stay in LA finishing school.
yeah. They're
like
gonna finish this year. They're gonna
it's
finish this year out.
and the teams do. Teams do. I was director of player development in Detroit. Teams have people in situations appointed to when that player arrives to help them with whatever they need to help get their stuff delivered or whatever they moving from wherever and to help smooth that process. But like, shit, it still be like he say, your old lady, your wife got to be involved, and that's if they even coming right away. That'll probably be later down the stretch for AD because his kids is in middle of school year. They not gonna just leave their friends and everything they know and just bounce. So it's like that's the hardest part. That's the one thing I'm fortunate for in my whole career. I've been traded and all of that stuff, but I never got traded during the season. Like that's the worst thing in the world to me to get traded in the middle of a season. I don't care what
I
nobody says.
did.
That's the worst thing ever to me because you got to pick
It was
up,
it was like it
leave a
was like
crib over
getting
here that you paid for, and you paying for the however long, and then you got to go get a new. Like, nah, bro, I'm cool.
it was like you had a time limit to get out your house. So it was like when you get traded, like, man, I gotta pack all this stuff because I ain't gonna be able to come back and
Exactly.
grab nothing. So you just gotta pack as much as you need you can pack in the like really in like a 24-hour, maybe a 48 hour span.
Man.
Like you gotta pack bag after bag after bag to get up out because they if they trade for you, they want you right away. They got to
Oh
get
yeah,
you in. They got to
quickly.
get you a physical. They
Physical.
got to
Yep.
get like it's a in the middle of the season. It's a process, man.
Absolutely. That's a good question, though. Next caller. Fitch TNB. Who are your front runners for GMOT? What is GMOTY? Of the year. Oh, GM of the year and coach of the year halfway. GM of the year, man. I was gonna say at first. I was going with OKC at first for getting Hartenstein and
Caruso.
Caruso. Uh, but I think I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna have to go with Nico on this one. On the GM of the year and coach of the year, I'm definitely giving that to Kenny Atkinson in Cleveland. But my man Bickerstaff deserves kudos in Detroit, and Ime in Houston, big kudos.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Nico too. I think that's like I think what he did it goes down in history as one of the biggest trades ever.
And it's not a
And like I
popular
said,
thing. It's hard to do.
that's a hard decision to make, and he got to believe in what he's trying to put together and his strategy on trying to get that team a championship, not for the future, but right away. Coach of the year, I'm with Q. I got to go with Atkinson over there in Cleveland, but I've been screaming about it all year, man. I love what Ime is doing. Shout out to JB too, but Ime, man, what they're doing, they let they could have made being the playoffs. They could be in the play in. Nobody would have thought by February they have been playing with 2 and 3 the whole time.
Yeah,
So that's big.
no doubt. Next caller, DM Master. Was there any NBA city / arena that you disliked playing in? Like every time you had a road game in that arena area, you were dreading it. I hated Utah. The Delta Center, that joint was like it's still the same actually, but like that's one of the that's one of the I guess they consider it more of the intimate arenas where they has like kind of steep, but they right up on you. I ain't never like cared for playing in Utah.
Uh man, I don't really Every arena is kind of cool with me, and I really want. I hated just playing preseason game in them bullshit ass arenas.
Oh, the
That's
non-NBA arenas, huh?
yeah. I think we was with Cleveland.
You
We
was all
flew.
bougie and shit, huh? You was
Yeah,
all
we
up
was
in
in Cleveland one year. We flew out to San Diego to play the Lakers. Like after the first quarter, they had to cancel the game because the floor wasn't as good. I hate when they just kind of choose places that's not really right for us to really play and get down in.
Hey, let me tell you a
And I done
funny
been
story
there
about
a
that.
couple
That
of
shit
times
happened to
with
us when
them.
my first year with the Magic, right? This is classic, bro. We gotta play a game. I think it was like in Daytona, because like that's where Vince is from. Vince Carter.
Mhm.
He was on the team then. Bro, we go down there, the same shit you talk about, like condensation or something. The floor is where everybody keeps slipping. This before the game even get going. We don't even
Yeah.
they like nah, you know what I'm saying? So they trying to, they gonna do everything they can to like try and figure out the way to get you to play this motherfucking game.
Mhm.
So we sitting there. I remember talking to Jamil. They talking about some Jamil, like, man, I think they still might try and get some of y'all to play. I said, some who to play? He's like, yeah, I think they discussing the starters not playing. I say, shit me. I say, hell no, you won't. You think you about to send me out like a sacrifice? Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, that shit, they moved around like room and they canceled that whole game. Like, boy, y'all got us twisted.
Yeah, I think we was in New Mexico or something. They canceled that game too. I just hate when they just choose a certain thing in arenas. Like all the NBA arenas be, A1,
I
top
think
of the
they done got a
class.
lot better though, vetting them
But
now, making sure that they can
yeah,
hold up. 'Cause
preseason,
we don't see them get like canceled no more like that. But yeah,
yeah,
that was the thing.
preseason, they kind of reach a little bit because they trying to,
Get a
make
new
make
audience and
make
get
the
people.
fans happy, to get them this one opportunity
Yep,
that may come through here where you can get your local team to come to a smaller city that doesn't have a team or something to see the NBA players. Like I appreciate it.
playing in
Um,
St. Louis,
that's what I'm gonna say.
playing
I
the Bulls in
appreciate it
St. Louis
playing
in
in
the
St.
Lou.
Louis the year before. I think ticking them play in St. Louis my senior year in high school, and then when I got to the league, we all went to St. Louis. I got the opportunity to bring my
Yeah,
whole team to East St. Louis. Let my grandmother and my mom cook for them. Let them see the hood. Like I thought that was dope, but then was the only times that I really had a problem that I didn't really just like playing in certain stuff. Like locker rooms used to be pure bullshit. Like you walk in there, it looked like
yeah,
we was
they,
in high
yeah,
school.
yeah.
So but they doing a better job with it now.
Well, they came with some dope questions today, man. They had us talking up in here. We got one last one before we get out of here. Cowboy, I hope this question isn't intrusive. What are each of your thoughts on the mini documentary Clipped, the series that was on Hulu? Listen, I it was funny to me. I thought it was hilarious, laughing at the people that they had playing certain people like CP and Maul and all of them. It was hilarious to me. I mean, I actually know about a lot of the things that happened and all that. So to me, it was more like a comedy. It was like a comedy show to watch, even though I know that it was a lot of serious stuff that took place in there. But like watching that depiction of it was comedy. I'm sorry, it was pure comedy.
Yeah, it was a cool comedy, and I grew up watching,
Al Bundy.
Al Bundy,
You know what I'm
So
saying?
man, I think he did a phenomenal job, man. Lawrence Fishburne,
Hey,
phenomenal
you
job.
feel me?
The guys that they infiltrated, it was a good comedy to me. I know some of the situations like you said or serious situations, but I enjoyed it like it was a comedy series
Truly,
that I watched.
straight up. That's how I looked at it. All right, Black, we're gonna do the stat of the day before we get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Stat of the day. Luka the Don has the third highest regular season scoring average in NBA history, only behind, you already know him, Jay, and Wilt. And the second highest playoff scoring average in league history at 30.9, only behind MJ.
You know that. You know that.
Like,
You know that.
listen, that boy a bad man. That's why this is a big, big risk to roll the dice. And and that's why I don't think this really is about what Luka's gonna do moving forward. I think this was just about Nico them honing in and saying they want AD. He's a better fit for these next 3-4 years of what we're trying to do. because at 25, doing what Luka has done, there's no reason to think he ain't gonna keep doing it. And now he got a chip on his shoulder, so watch the hell out.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, who you got your shout out for, Black? Who the shout out of the day is?
I got two. I actually got two shout out. My first one is to WNBA legend Asia Wilson. You know, she had a jersey retired at South Carolina with a favorite Olympian there with her. But not only that, which was dope, she dropped her shoe. Finally, we got that A1. They calling it the A1. She got her own shoe, y'all, plus her own little brand. Man, make sure you go and represent Asia. Go out there, you females, you women, you girls, all of that. Go out there and represent Asia. She got a fire shoe, and that's a dope. That's my first one. My second one is, man, just shout out to NBA, man. I'm talking about, man, that trade just rocked the system, like messed up the algorithm for a minute where everybody was talking about the NBA. And man, just shout out to NBA, man. It's on. We finna get past this Super Bowl. Let these football guys get on out the way. Then it's all about this basketball. So, you know, shout out to NBA, man, with one of them trades that really shocked the world and moved across the land.
Yeah, that was actually my shout out too, man. My shout out was to the NBA for, like you said, the movement and the seismic activity we got going on right now. I feel like we got the news cycle in the chokehold. I know the commission, everybody got something to do with anything is going to be excited because right now with the moves that's happened and probably whatever else going to happen leading into tomorrow is going to send up the boost to sales because you already know that Luka jersey about to be numero uno. Sorry, Wemby. It's a new sheriff in town on the top seller jersey. It's about to go so fast, too. I'm telling you. So, league about to go up from that, from the trades. De'Aaron Fox jersey going crazy. So, just shout out to the league for the moves being made. And we putting this Super Bowl week coming up, bro. We got the news cycle in the chokehold.
Who you got for the Super Bowl?
Who I got for the Super Bowl? I got the Chiefs. Mr. Mahomie. Patty Mahomie.
Okay, I just had to see.
Okay, who you got?
I think the Chiefs gonna win, but I don't want them to win. I want the Eagles to win. I don't want to see the Chiefs because I got a friend that's a Chiefs fan. I don't want to see the Chiefs three-peat. I just don't.
Damn.
So I'm just in the middle of some shit.
All right. Well, that's it, man. That's the first tap in of 2025, man. We're going to be hollering at y'all every Wednesday right here on Knuckleheads YouTube at 2 p.m. Me, Q Rich, D Miles, the blackest one. Hey, Montar say, haha, Q, you definitely a defender. D Miles definitely is not. We going to end on that note. That was fantastic to stick that one right up in
boy,
there.
I almost called you out your name, boy.
You about to freestyle? The beat drop, what you got?
Nah, he just messed me up with that. I was thinking about my stuff. Like that's just disrespectful.
We out. We'll see y'all next week.